Hey guys, it's Adriana, and today I'm going to film the Q&A answers video. I know I haven't left this up for very long, it's only been 2 weeks, but I don't think I'm going to get any more questions, so I just decided to film it. And thank you to everyone who did ask a question. I will give you a shout out. So I'm sorry if I'm looking down, I have the questions on my phone. How long have I been riding? I have been riding since I was 5, so 7 years, but I've been around horses all my life. I've only got the chance to start riding when I was 5, and that wasn't lessons. I was riding my aunt's 16.3 hand-tie Percheron Thoroughbred Cross, and so he was pretty big, and that's why I didn't start riding until I was 5, even though I had access to that horse when I was younger. How many times a week do you ride? I ride, well, my parents are divorced, so I'm only, okay. My horses are at my mom's house, and my parents are divorced, so I only get a chance to ride every other week. But when I'm at my mom's, I probably ride 5 times a week. What do I normally do at my barn? So my barn is at my house. We keep my horses at my house. Everything's at home. The pastures, barn, tack, obviously. So, I don't know. Normally, I guess work. I ride, muck my horses' stalls, clean tack, muck the pastures, clean the water troughs. I mean, I think I'm always doing something, sweeping the barn aisle, organizing better. I don't know. Ow. Yeah, so I think I'm always, most of the time it's work, but it's normally fun, so it's not boring stuff that I don't want to do, and it's just stuff that has to be done. It's part of owning horses. Okay, my worst fall. I don't know. I'd say my worst fall, so I was jumping at my neighbor's house, and my mom didn't know. It wasn't my horse, it was the neighbor's horse, and my mom didn't know we were jumping. It was just my friend and I, and we built the jump out of 2 cement thingies. Hang on, I'm going to try to find it. It was 2 cement blocks and a plywood board. And so the jumps were not safe. Another one was a drainage pipe, one of those long, the round black ones. And so there was 2 of them. They were probably 4 strides apart, and I had never jumped before, ever. So this was my first time jumping on a kind of inexperienced horse, and no one knew. No one but my friend and I knew, except for the neighbor. The neighbor also knew. So that is, or don't judge my position, because that was my first time ever jumping. So you can see these cement pillars down here, and then the board, and yeah. So that's what it looked like. I know I didn't look that great, but my friend knew nothing about jumping. She didn't know how it was supposed to look. She had just watched jumping before, and she didn't really pay that too much attention to how the rider looked, and she hadn't been riding for that long, so she couldn't tell me anything, and we weren't videoing it, and I didn't see pictures until after I was off. So it was going good. She was taking pictures of me. I was doing really good. I started doing both jumps. So I do the one jump and then I go to the next jump instead of skipping the second jump. And I was gonna get off and let her ride, but I asked her, she had taken a picture. So I had jumped, she had taken a picture, and I came back around and asked her if the picture looked good, and she said that it wasn't that great and it was blurry. So I said that I would go again. I was like, sure, I'd go again. I had so much fun. And so the horse was kind of done, and she had a problem with trees. And I wasn't jumping in an arena. I was jumping in the neighbor's pasture that has huge oak trees all over. So, and it wasn't just me, so when you would ride her and you come to a tree, you tell her to go one way and she would always want to go the other way. You could be you could be steering with the reins and using leg aids and, preparing her to go that way before you get there, and she just would not want to go that way. And she didn't just do this with me, she did it with my friend and the neighbor and her owner. She just had a problem with trees. And I knew that, but it was going good. She was listening to me, I was telling her what to do. Everything was good. So I did the jump, and these jumps she was going faster than she normally would, and we were cantering. It was a canter approach, so we weren't trotting, jump, canter. And she was going pretty good. It was a fast canter, not something you would do at a show, or not something that you should have done. And I thought it was fine because I was controlling her over the jumps and I was staying on. So she went over the jump and she picked up her speed after going over the jump. And so I was starting to turn her around to go back around and slow her down so my friend could ride. But there's this oak tree. I don't know, it wasn't that big. And so I was telling her to go to the left of it, but she wanted to go to the right. And so I was using my leg aids. I was using the reins, obviously, and I was pulling her, and I was doing how I normally would, just not very much. But then I began to realize that she was going for the tree, so I pulled on the rein more to try to get her to turn, and her head was turned, but her body was going straight. So I wanted to go this side, she wanted to go that side, and she just was not gonna stop. I know that might have been my fault, but at the last minute, because I didn't want to let her get her way, because you're the boss of the horse. You're not supposed to let the horse tell you what to do, And so the last minute I realized we're not going the way I wanted to. So I pulled her to the side she wanted to go because I didn't want to smash into the tree, but I did that a little too late, and I put my arm out like this. I was riding, like this, and I put my arm out like this to kind of block the tree as a reflex, I guess. And the reins broke. So the buckle, they were new reins, and I broke the reins. Not where they connect to the bit, but where there's a buckle, where the two reins combine. And so I broke the reins from the force going like that, and I fell off, and I got the wind completely knocked. So I fell off, my hand went like that against the tree. It pushed back like that. So I pulled ligaments in my hand, and I had to wear a brace for, I think it was a week or two. And I totally got the wind knocked out of me. The horse was fine, the saddle was fine, because it wasn't my tack. I just was the only thing that wasn't fine. So yeah, I went to the hospital, I got a brace, I was in it. The funny thing is, oh my god, stupid bugs. Okay, I still rode with the brace on. The hardest part was putting the saddle on, because I broke my left arm, and the front of the saddle, I think, the front of the saddle is heavier than the back of the saddle, and so it was hard to lift it up onto the horse, but I managed. I think I put it on the wrong side of the horse, so I put it on from the horse's right side, so that way I could bear most of the weight in my good hand, but I still rode with the brace on. Okay, funniest fall. The funniest fall was, I think, it was not actually my fall, but my friend's fall. So we were riding around a lake near my house, and she was riding Friday, I was riding Prince, and I had told her not to put the girth too tight because I don't like doing the girth tight, and my girth was actually looser than hers. She did it tighter than I would normally do it, but I mean, she hasn't been riding as long as me, but she's learning, And so we were cantering, we were trotting or cantering around this corner, and there's some trees and stuff, and she started leaning yeah, so she was off balance and she started leading, and she was trying to get around trees, but she didn't recover her balance. And so the saddle started slipping, and she's hanging on around his neck, going, like, falling off the side of the horse. And I am just riding behind her, laughing. I was laughing so hard, and she was laughing too. And we don't even know why. It's so funny. If I had been someone else, they probably wouldn't have been laughing, but we were both laughing so hard. I probably could have fallen off. I was laughing so hard. And I didn't get her fall on video. She didn't really fall. Friday eventually, or he stopped, and so I got the tacking up and stuff, saddling back up on video, and I'll insert that right here.
I can't get it! I was trying to go around the branches instead of poking my eye out and having glaucoma for the rest of my life.
Poor Friday, oh my god!
Oh, Friday, I'm so sorry, buddy. It's all sweaty, too.
Poor baby. Prince is like, what the heck?
Oh, Friday. Okay, in the middle.
You're just all slipping, fall!
Oh, at least I fell right here and not on the
That
hill.
was so funny.
It started rolling or something. I'm so glad I was like,
wasn't that bad because I've gotten really lucky all of the other times I've fallen, and I've probably fallen about 10 times. I mean, that doesn't seem like that much, but I've gotten pretty lucky. Favorite breed? I don't have a favorite breed. I don't like Pasafinos though, because I don't like their gait. Favorite color? I like both colors of paints: skew balls, and pieballs, dapple grays, and Appaloosas, not the leopard ones. What discipline? So I really like jumping. If I had to pick one discipline, I would pick jumping, but right now I am doing dressage, equitation, Western and English, walk, trot, Western and English, English and Western, pleasure, Western trail, and ranch horse, as well as halter and a trail ride. English or Western, I would choose English. Barrels or trails, I like both of those. I think those are about equal. Dressage or jumping? Jumping. Ponies or horses? Horses. Okay. Do you own your horses? Yes. I own a quarter horse and my mom owns an Arabian. So thank you guys so much for all of you who asked me a question. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.